Cyber Dragons! Power Bond! Cyber Dragons! Cyber Dragons!
YugiNoNo! Prepare!
Alright, you guys have been asking for my Power Bond version of Cyber Dragons for a little bit now since I promised it to you in the last Cyber Dragon deck profile. The last Cyber Dragon deck profile was the Link-friendly version, the more Link-friendly version, you know, the more combo-centric rank 5 version. And this deck just doesn't care about any of that. This deck just wants to go second and wants to win. This is Power Bond the deck. This deck is for all of you lazy people that don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But are not so degenerate that you want to play Chain Burn. This is for you. So starting with Cyber Dragon, of course, these are the Cyber Dragons a fan made me. It has the art for Evolution Burst on it. I decided to give my regular Cyber Dragons a break this video, even though these guys have seen some play. Like, these guys have seen a lot of play. You have to play 3 Cyber Dragons. It's the heart and soul of the deck. It's the whole spirit of the deck. Then you play 3 Core, which is the best card in the deck. It's the best card in the deck. You banish it, get another Cyber Dragon, including itself, so you can go into machine duplication, like, you know, when your opponent has a monster and you do not. And this also searches out your search card. It's so good. It's another name for Power Bond because its name is treated as Cyber Dragon on the field or in the graveyard. So yeah, it's just so good. And you want more Cyber Dragon names since you are playing the Power Bond build. So this is another Cyber Dragon name. This is the same thing as Core. It's treated as Cyber Dragon on the field or in the graveyard. So yeah, it is another Power Bond target. And sometimes I want to add as Y and take out a Golden Jet or something, but like it's fine, or it's Vi, sorry, whatever. But anyways, you guys get on me about that sometimes. But yeah, then there's 3 Galaxy Soldier because this card furthers combos, you know, to go into Nova and everything. And also makes your deck more consistent. It really does. Dumping Cyber Dragons into your grave, making a not Power Bond, but Cyber Repair Plant live is just always good. And then we have 3 Golden Jets. Because it's a light target for Galaxy Soldier, once again, it's a consistency thing. Although there have been some occasions where I wish that I had these Y in hands, Vi, whatever. I wish that I had it in hand, you know, for Power Bond. So you could swap this out for one of those and the deck will run just fine. But it's kind of like a Garnet because it's like the worst Cyber Dragon, so it's kind of like having a Garnet in the deck. But anyways, you play the Kaiju engine because it's just way too good going second. This is go second the deck, guys. This is go second the deck. Kaiju the shit out of your opponent, and then OTK the shit out of your opponent. That is what this deck does. And then I had to play something cute. So and see, that's another reason why I didn't put his Vi in here because the electromagnetic turtle is kind of like your Garnet in here, but it's just too cool not to play in this build because you can send it off a Rampage and, you know, pitch it off a Galaxy Soldier, and it's just a good card. Like, it ends the battle phase. It can kind of save your ass. So yeah, I just play 1 turtle. So moving on to the spells, you play 3 copies of Power Bond. This is what the deck is all about. This is like your OTK, doubles the attack of a Cyber Dragon Fusion monster, and it gets Rampage Dragon to 4,200 attack, and it can attack 3 times. Like, what more can you ask for? And it dumps Cyber Dragons into your graveyard. It's so good. I mean, it's a godsend for the deck. I just can't wait to see what our next Cyber Dragon Fusion monster looks like when we get the announcement. I can't wait to, you know, keep playing this build. This build is like so fun. I bumped this down to 2 Insta Fusions because this deck is not as combo heavy. Like, I mean, you do want to make Nova sometimes. You do want to make plays. You do want to go into that Infinity, but you don't want to draw 3 Insta Fusion either doing it. You don't want to draw into 3 machine duplication either because machine duplication is not as consistent in this deck. You know, in the other deck, since you play you know, the Brilliant Fusion engine and stuff, there are times where you'll dump a core, you know, off the Brilliant Fusion, you know, using the, you know, the core is the light Brilliant Fusion target, and you'll be able to make plays and get the core back out to make the machine duplication in your hand live, you know, so you can get out the 2 more Cyber Dragons. That happens all the time in that deck. It never happens in this deck. Like, you have to really draw core. You have to hard draw core or search it off of Cyber Repair Plants to have this be live. So therefore, it's better at 2 than 3 in this deck. And Cyber Repair Plant, I go back and forth between 2 and 3. I do like it better at 3, but lately I've been having a clog at 3. When I was testing this, you know, before recording this, you know, I've been testing hands past couple days. I was having it clog at 3, so I just have it at 2. Even though it is easy to get names in your graveyard for Cyber Dragon, it's super easy through the Chimera Tech, you know, just a Kira play, or through you know the Power Bond, or just anything, or through Galaxy Soldier. It's really easy to get names in your grave for this. But yeah, it's just it clogs, you know, because you can only activate once per turn. That's the only reason why it clogs. If this was not once per turn, I'd play 3 of it. I'll try to sneak a 4th one in. Like, this card is just so good. Then this is, once again, you know, the go second and win version of the deck. So 2 Twin Twisters, get that back row out of the way, get that Solemn Strike out of there, get that Solemn Warning out of there. We don't need any of that crap. We want to win. So we also play the Kaiju Slumbers, because nukes the board, puts a Jizukuru on your opponent's side of the board, puts Dogoron or Gamersail on your side of the board. You summon Cyber Dragon Core, go into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, swing with those 2, and an overlay for number 38. Once again, my favorite combo I've ever come up with. You know, and then play Raigeki, like, since you know, this is, I cannot say that enough, this is the go second win version of the deck. So you just have all your board wipes, just all your board wipes here. And then Foolish Burial, because, you know, going second, you Foolish out a core. If your opponent has a monster, you banish the core, and then, you know, go off from there. Core for core if you have Machine Duplication in hand, and do your thing. And then Upstart Goblin, because it's Upstart Goblin, we want to get to that power bond. We want to see this card. And then my spicy tech, of course, is Reasoning. My contribution, one of my many contributions to Cyber Dragons over the years, is adding this to the deck after you know, after Kaijus, because, like, Kaijus are just so dang good. Like, and being able to hit a Jizukuru, you know, or like being able to play Kaijus and, you know, get out stuff, and being able to play Slumber and out stuff is really good, but being able to summon one for free, like on your side of the field off of the Reasoning, or to be able to hit a Chronomaly Golden Jet when they call 5, which, you know, Golden Jet's a 4, and then they'll call 5 because they want to hit Cyber Dragon, and then Golden Jet, you just make a 5 with its effect. So Reasoning is very, very good in this deck. It's very good. The only sad time is when you do hit a Cyber Dragon, but even then, it's not a complete downer if you don't have a name in your grave for Repair Plant yet, because at the very least it gets a name in the grave for Repair Plant for a search. Like, so Reasoning is never completely dead. It's very, very good. Plus Reasoning can get you, they'll call 5 and it'll get you to a core for the Machine Duplication too. I've had that happen several times. And then the last 3 spells in the deck are my Charcoal Rarity, Pot of Desires. Those 10s are just around the corner though, guys. They're coming out. So Pot of Desires, they're coming. The reprint of Desires is coming. So yeah, you have to play 3 of this though. You have to get to your power bonds, you have to get to your Slumbers, you have to get to your Twisters, you have to get to your Cyber Dragon names. Like, this card really helps with that. It sucks drawn to it, but like, it unbricks you so much in this build. Like, this build especially is just so much better. I mean, you have to play it. Like, what else are you gonna play in these slots? You know, you can play Overload Fusion, but Overload Fusion sucks going first, you know, especially because, you know, you don't have like the Brilliant Fusion to dump things in your grave is easy. And, you know, like the Overload Fusion, I mean, it's clever, it's fun. I mean, I've played it before. I've played Fusion Conscription. Is that the card? Fusion? I've played so many different cards in this deck. I've tried so many different cards in this deck, you guys. And I have to say that Desires replaces, you know, all that stuff, because I've had this unbrick me way too many times not to play. So moving on to the extra deck, starting with the Fusions, you have your 2 Rampage Dragon. This, you know, like I said earlier, 4200 attack off a Power Bond, can attack 3 times, and dumps, you know, Cyber Dragons into your graveyard. Not to mention, it pumps back row right when it comes out. You know, based on how many materials you use for it, which is always going to be 2, really. And you get to pop 2 back row. This is a godsend. It really is a godsend for the deck. You know, right when it came out, it really brought the deck back, or at least the Power Bond version of the deck back, anyways. But then you have Cyber Twin Dragon. I play this because it's fun. It's fun, you know, getting that 5600 out, and this has room. Like, this has plenty of room to play some cool stuff. So Cyber Twin Dragon, because why not? Like, because why not? And I mean, I added a second Fortress Dragon in with it because there's just so much more room without links and without having to play the Seraphinite and stuff. And then the instant fusion targets Panzer Dragon, which is the level 5 machine, and then Invoked Raijin. Raijin's my interesting tech in the extra deck, because you can go into Durendo off of it, so it's like you can actually use it as a, you know, as a material, but like you use it going second to book something, like book a problem. So this is my tech in the extra deck, and hey, that rhymed. But Cyber Dragon Nova, the best support card ever. Like, okay, like, just think about this, guys. Just think about this. Like, this card, I say this every deck profile though. Every Cyber Dragon deck profile. It combos. It summons, you know, combos. It summons a Cyber Dragon from the graveyard. It OTKs and it floats. Gosh, this card it's like, this card makes the deck. Like, this card really makes the deck, especially because you can slap Infinity on top of it. Like, I cannot say that enough. It helps keep the deck alive. People, that keeps, you know, people like you know, me and people like you guys watching this, playing this deck and having fun with it. So you know, Constellar Pleiades, Pleiades, it's like, it's a light, and something I do like often, like when I can, is I'll kaiju somebody and then make Pleiades and then just bounce the kaiju back to my hand. Yeah, that's a combo that I've showed you guys a couple times in a couple different videos, but it's just really trolly, really good. Durendal on Brick's hands, and you know, it's Durendal. It's a good card. It's a really good card. And then number 38 for the combo I showed you guys earlier, and I show you guys all the time. And then for the last card, there was a situation or two in testing where I wanted Decode Talker. I can't, like, and I ended up tributing it for a Cyber Dragon for some play. I don't know, it was some weird angle that I had going. But either way, like, you know, one Decode Talker doesn't hurt until we get like a better, you know, better Link monster, obviously. But yeah, like, there was just like, well, I can't even remember the situation in testing where I needed it. Maybe it'll come up in test hands. But let's go ahead and get to the side deck, and we'll play some test hands out. So for the side deck, I'm not even sure what's meta. What is even meta right now, guys? Like, I mean, the side deck really hasn't changed. Like, I don't even know what's meta. I mean, Herd Trick Stars are good, but people in my locals, they're just like, they just play whatever. So I mean, I'm siding whatever. Like 3 Dinko because it beats Paleo, beats like all kinds of stuff. You just kind of win, and it's a light target for Galaxy Soldier. Artifact Lancia, it's a level 5. It's a light. It actually flows with the deck pretty well if you do need to tribute for it or something. And then DD Crow. DD Crow is good against a lot of things, like, you know, Blue Eyes, for example. Chalice. Chalice is very good against Dino. Very good against like anything. There's the 3rd Twisters, you know, to be able to you know, put that in if you wanted to. And what I do, guys, going first, like the deck. So you have to side a lot of this, you know, going first, okay? Because this deck is a lot more. It's way harder to win going first in the Power Bond version of the deck than it is with the rank 5 version of the deck that I showed you. So what you have to do is really, I have to emphasize this extra. You have to really side in a Solemn Brigade. I actually added an extra Torrential to boot in this build. So you have to be able to play something. You have to be able to do something going first in the deck if you have to go first. So take out Power Bonds, take out a Power Bond or 2, take out Kaijus, take out whatever, put in something that helps you going first, something that you could set, a trap, you know, a Chalice, like something that will help you live, a hand trap, you know. You have to be able to side this stuff. Whatever you side, you guys' side can vary, that's fine. Just whatever you side, I recommend the Solemn Brigade is very good. Take out Kaijus, put in Solemns, you know, because going first with Kaijus is terrible. Going first with too many Power Bonds is terrible, like I was saying. So whatever you guys side in, you know, make sure it's traps, make sure it is effective against your opponent, because you need to be able to ghost out your going second cards and put in some going first cards. And that is how the side deck works, and that is how you side in this deck. Alright, you guys, so let's go ahead and do some test hands. And I'm not going to be showing you guys the combos, because I've shown you guys the combos like so many times in all my other videos. If you guys don't know the main combos, or like the broken combos with the more combo-licious version of this deck, then go ahead and check out my other videos on you know, my other deck profiles on this deck, and I demonstrate those towards the end of the video. But yeah, we're going to be doing some test hands, and we're going to be playing all these outgoing second. We're going to play all these outgoing second because the deck wants to go second, and even if it loses the die roll, let's be real, everyone wants to go first, so this deck has a high probability of going second anyways, and we take full advantage of that. This deck takes full advantage of that fact. So let's go ahead and cut this in half, and then see what we get, see what we can draw here. Alright, so we have a core. Let's draw the 6th card. Nice, very nice. So, and then so our first move, our first order of business here is going to be getting a search for that Cyber Repair Plant. So we're going to go ahead and Cyber Repair Plant, and then what we're going to do is deck in with Galaxy Soldier. So bam, Galaxy Soldier. Nice. And then we have so many options here, so many options. This is, like I said, this is not as combo centric, you know, as the other build. This is pretty straightforward. It's get out a big monster and win. You know, swing. Like that is what this deck does. So we didn't get a kaiju. Ideally, you want to open up a kaiju too. Let's go ahead and normally, I mean, you could upstart first to see if you get a kaiju if you're feeling lucky. But what I recommend is deck thinning, like I just did first. And then what we're going to do is a Cyber Repair Plant. So let's get a search for, in this case, let's just get a search for Dry, for example. And then let's go ahead and upstart after that. So let's upstart now and see what we can get off the upstart goblin. Twin Twisters, see, there we go. So then let's just say you burn the Twin Twisters. Let's pitch Galaxy Soldier. Screw it. So there's Galaxy Soldier, Twin Twisters, and then we get Power Bond. So Power Bond, these two. go into Rampage. So there is the Rampage Dragon, and then activate Rampage Dragon's effect, you know, and summon, pop whatever's left that the twisters didn't hit, if there's anything left. Send the turtle, send Cyber Dragon, and then attack 3 times. Like this build of the deck is pretty linear, guys. It doesn't need, it only uses 1 extra deck space. Like you don't need you know, link monsters. This is really linear. And let's do some more test hands. Let's get the extra deck over here so I don't have to reach for it no more. Okay, and shuffle up, shuffle, and then cut in half. Let's see what we get out of that. All right, so interesting hand. So draw the 6th card. Oh, okay. So this right here, you do basically all monsters, but let's demonstrate. I'll demonstrate my combo, like that I was talking about earlier, that I show you guys all the time. So here's what you do. You know, you give your opponents. So where's the? Yeah, there it is. So you give your opponent. You blow up their board. Give them just Hero. Give yourself Dogron. Summon Cyber Dragon Core. Activate Core. Get a search for the Cyber Repair Plant. And then from here, what you do is you contact Fuse. Go into that Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, so there's your extra deck space used up. But that's fine though, so you have 5,000 on board to swing with, you know, play with, and you have, you know, all this other stuff, like, you know, you can activate Galaxy Soldier, you have like all these other moves. But what you could do is overlay for number 38. That's what you do in main phase 2. You end with that, which negates a spell, which is really good, and it's cool that you know, you can still pull that off even with Link summoning around, and it's a solid move, you guys. I really want to demonstrate how Desires is just like really good in the deck, but I might not be able to. Maybe I made the deck too good. Maybe I made it too good. It's too powerful. It's too OTK, guys. It's too OTK for you. You guys don't get to see the Desires. All right, so let's get our but we have the reasoning. So all right. So let's let our opponent know that we're playing Cyber Dragon. Okay, let's get a search. Let's get a search off Core. Now they know we're playing Cyber Dragon. Now they're gonna and we can twin Twisters first. Let's just say we did Twisters first, whatever. So there's Twisters first. No back row. Now they know we're playing Cyber Dragons, and they're gonna call 5. So let's go ahead and activate reasoning. They're gonna call 5. Bam. Free Gamer Seal. Activate Cyber Repair Plant. Cyber Repair Plant. Search anything you want. Like, I mean, in this situation, because you have a Cyber Dragon in there. In this situation, I guess you'd search Galaxy Soldier, I guess, maybe, because either way, you're gonna have plays. I mean, you can search Galaxy Soldier. I don't know what I would search. I guess, yeah, Galaxy Soldier is fine. Let's go ahead and show you guys though. So what you do is you just hero your opponent, and then you contact Fuse that way. And so there's your Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, and then that's gonna lead into your number 38. If you guys do so choose, you can have number 38 on top of that. So that's another way to make number 38 in the deck. And you can Galaxy Soldier, get a search for another Galaxy Soldier, and you know, do things that way. But yeah, I guess Galaxy Soldier is the best thing to search. Maybe Dry. Maybe Dry is a better choice, because yeah, I think Dry would be the better choice if everything died, actually, because what you would do is you know, if everything died, you'd banish Core, and then you know, get out a regular Cyber Dragon, and then you would have that Dry in your hand, you know, to be able to make a play. But then again, the same follows. Then again, though, you had a Cyber Dragon and a Galaxy Soldier in hand, so you had a Galaxy Soldier in hand. So if you drew a light, like either way, like I mean, either way, it'll probably work out for you. So it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I'm happy. We got reasoning off. That's gonna do it for the test hands. So yeah, you guys, that's gonna do it for this deck profile. This is the more fun, casual version of the deck. It is still so fun to play. It's so fun to be able to OTK your opponent, to be able to just, you know, get those free wins in Power Bond. They never see it coming. They never see it coming. Especially if you have like two, you know, if you have twin Twisters in hand, and then that Power Bond of 2 Cyber Dragons. You know, if you do draw those, I mean, they never see it coming. It's like a total blowout every time. Total blowout. And that's what makes it so fun. Is like you just get free wins because of it. I mean, and Cyber Dragon's legendary in the game, guys. It is so legendary in the game. You know, it's my favorite deck, and I will continue to play this deck until it is absolutely impossible to play it, and I will keep updating it for you guys. And as long as you guys want to see it, I will keep updating it. If you guys want to duel against me and my mighty Cyber Dragons, then be sure to check out my Patreon rewards. The link to that is down in the description, as well as my custom line of meta mats, Cyber Dragon play mats. Like, they're so cool. I love meta mats. Like, I have my own line of mats. I never thought I'd have my own line of mats after all this time. It's so awesome that I do. All mat purchases from my line of mats go to support the channel, so if you do want to buy a mat, I highly encourage you to buy one of my mats if you do want to support the channel. But go ahead and let me know what decks you guys are playing down in the comments section. And as always, be sure to dick slap that like button and subscribe.